In 2019, the mayor gave me the opportunity to meet with the Governor Kay Ivey at one of her broadband access for rural areas. And she encourages small communities, small towns, small municipalities to jump on the bandwagon of providing broadband to their citizens. We actually have a Mediacom network here, and we have a Unity Fiber network here. The Unity Fiber network is expanding our smart city, where basically we run the lights in the city, the lights for the message center, all the lights at Gordy Dog Park are called an Internet of Things. I have all of that access back to the office at City Hall. I can monitor it remotely. I can turn lights on and off. And all of this was developed because we had fiber installed here at the message center. When the COVID-19 pandemic began, we opened up a network feed at the public library. It's called Library Parking Lot. The school system, the Brewton school system, contacted me and they asked me about what broadband we had available, what open Wi-Fi's we had available for the students, because a lot of the students are remote working just as we as adults are. They're doing their schoolwork online. This has been a great privilege for me with the city to be a part of helping get free Wi-Fi to not only our workers but our students. When you open the Wi-Fi to public access, it comes with some dark sides. I want everyone to know that it's actually monitored. It has web protection. It's filtered for adult content. It's also filtered for copyrighted material. You're not able to go in and download copyrighted movies. All of this is monitored on a daily basis. It is filtered, and I do get flags when people try to access these things. So it's not just open, and it gives you a warning that you're not going to be able to view this. So I feel safe that these things are protected for our children, our students, and all the citizens of the city.
How important do you think this is that Brewton has this network available to everybody?
It's always been important for people enjoying our parks. They take pictures, they post things on Facebook, very great social media tool. But then when the pandemic happened and we had to start working remotely and students had to start working online, it bumped it up even more important. And we were ahead of the curve. We already had some of these things developed. We already had some of these things available. And basically, me as the IT director, I just went in and tightened the web protection a little tighter to make it safe for our children. I spoke with the IT director for the Brewton City Schools, and we got together, we got a plan. He has his Wi-Fi available, we have our Wi-Fi available, so we're working toward fulfilling what the mayor set out to do, and Governor Kay Ivey also is promoting this, so I feel we're doing a great job. It's one of our bridges that sends the Wi-Fi across the park to Jennings Park. I've got several bridges throughout Jennings Park. The Wi-Fi and cameras, they go all the way down to the creek, which provides security. The police have access to these cameras and they monitor them daily. Overall, we have about 90 cameras citywide. In our parks, there's approximately 40 plus cameras, and this is another plan to expand our Internet of Things in our smart city that the mayor has been really interested in developing for the use of our citizens. This is the city van. When you see the city van visiting the parks, you know that we're checking the Wi-Fi to make sure your broadband is available and your speeds are great. We're in Jennings Park where the network is called Blueberry. This is my camera and the access point, and as you can see, you can join on your phone to the network called Blueberry. We go around several times a week, make sure we're grabbing an IP address to make sure the broadband is actually up and working. Our city cameras have a feedback to the Brewton Police Department. They are actually the only ones that has privileges to monitor these cameras. I have administrative rights going back to the IT department, to my office, to make sure things are working. I do not sit and watch the cameras all day because I have many other tasks that the IT department is responsible for, but we check them once a day, usually in the morning, and we check them again in the afternoon. But the Brewton Police Department has 24-hour surveillance to every camera in all the parks. We're standing in City Park where I'm holding one of our access points. This is a part that we're actually working on developing our smart city. These access points will not only offer Wi-Fi to the public, but they'll also control the lights in the city park. So in the afternoon, in the summertime, they'll come on at around 7. In the wintertime, they'll come on around 5 p.m. and stay on through the night. And I can actually monitor all this remotely from a phone or a laptop because of these access points. One of our plans in the future is to go across the street to the market park and continue the smart technology and the Internet of Things to provide free Wi-Fi to the vendors, and also to get their lights actually on remote with a smart city. Okay, you might say, well, how does all this stuff work? It works with a Sierra modem. Some of our networks work through SIM cards from cell towers. We usually get the city lift and we put these modems in boxes up on poles throughout our parks if the park doesn't have a feed from the fiber. And not all parks are along the route of the fiber that comes into the city. So I have found that if you get the cellular modems, you can actually send the Wi-Fi through the airways, just like a cell phone works. We'll be visiting you soon in all the city parks. Stay on the lookout. Thank you.